Hi guys, it's Deb with Deb's Cool Finds. This is a little bit different of a view than you normally see from me, but I look like crud, and this is why. So, the other day I went to adjust my shower head, and poof, it fell off the wall. Yay, right? Pardon this, that chair's a mess, but it worked. Okay, so then I was left with a hole in the wall with a pipe, and I was left with this pipe, and I couldn't figure out what happened, how it broke or whatever, what I had to do. So my cousin was over getting, sorry for the nails too, but I knew I was going to do all this and I didn't want to polish them, just direct them. Anyway, he was over to help my aunt who purchased my bed. So hallelujah, I sold my giant, humongous bed. Good news, bad news, then my shower, my shower wall. My shower head fell off the wall. Anyway, he took a look at it and he determined from how little there is of threads here that the rest of the threads that should be on this pipe were in that hole. Yeah, yay. Lots of maneuver room, right? Yeah, okay. So today I went to Home Depot and, I have the package here. I kind of ripped it apart, but I wanted to show you it because this is amazing. So I went to Home Depot and I brought the pipe with me. Always bring that with you, to best let the guys help you. And I just walked in. There was a gentleman at the front. I said, who can help me in plumbing? This is what happened. And he's like, oh my, okay. So he called the plumbing guy, Mr. Donald. So Donald, I explained the situation to him too. And he's like, oh, okay, I see what happened. Your pipe just broke off at the threads he's like, I can't imagine what made it do that, but that's what happened. So I said, okay, what do I do? He said, well, you need to get the rest of the threads out of your wall. Yeah, how? And he recommended this, and I'll show you the pieces. I took them out, but this is a cobalt internal wrench kit. Cool, right? I don't remember how much, like $15, $17, I believe. And they kind of show you right there how to use it. So it came with, I have my little, sorry, I'm going to turn you on my little stool here. It came with this, and this. So it came with this 3 pieces depending on the width of your pipe. So I kind of looked at this one, and figured out that this one fit, right? So let me sit down here. So you got your pipe and the other part's in the wall. So if it fits in this pipe, it's going to fit in the pipe in the wall, right? Well, what happens is when you put it in there, and this piece is kind of stuck now. I don't know why it's stuck. There it goes. All right, so you can make it even here. All right, so it's about that thickness. Can you see that? It's about that thickness. And then when you put it in the wall and you turn it, that little piece comes out and it grips. It gets to the exact size you need and grips that pipe, the rest of these threads that are inside my wall, gripped it. And then I just took, say it's in the wall like that, and then I just took my pliers or my wrench, put it on there and used all the strength I had in my body, and slowly, I had almost given up, and I'm like, no, I'm just going to keep trying. And I kept trying, and hallelujah, this was what had to come out of my wall. Now that's just plumber's tape on it. But yeah, I had to get all of that out of my wall. That was a pain in my badonkadonk. But yeah, that was wow. But I did it. And I'm so impressed with myself. I did it. I did it alone. No plumber bill, no nothing. Hallelujah, right? Okay, so did that. Now, so this pipe is no good anymore. But I'm going to take it apart a bit because I'm going to need the attachments on the side where my pinky is. That attachment will attach it back to that. So this attaches, and then this has to go in the wall, right? Well, I can't use this. It's dead. So hold on a sec. Actually, I just saw the bag again, and I went to Lowe's, and it cost me, let's see, it was like, the internal wrench kit was, it was only $12. Then, of course, I had to get a new arm for that piece. I had to get a new one of those, and that was $14. And then I had to get pipe tape, which is $1.48. He said pipe tape's a little harder to work with, but still doable. But it's a lot less expensive than the liquid stuff. So I was like, okay, cool. So what that means is here's the new arm. So look how long that thread is. I mean, you saw how little there is left on this pipe compared to what actually was in the wall. So yeah, that was a lot. That was hard. So then he taught me, so we're gonna see how I do on this, but he said you take the plumber's tape and you put it the opposite of how you have to screw this into the wall. So if you screw this into the wall clockwise, which is how I have to screw it in, clockwise, you put this on counterclockwise, and he said 3 to 4 times around it. So you're going to wrap it around the threads, but not past the threads, because then pieces of it can break off and maybe clog up, you know, inside here in your water pipe, so you won't get any water coming out, which I don't need. So that's my next step. Is first time I'm using this, first time I'm done plumbing, but add that to my repertoire. But yeah, let's take a peek at this. So yeah, it's just this white tape. And I'm going to carefully wrap it 3 to 4 times around those threads. Get my wrench out, put that sucker back in the wall, kind of let it chill for a little bit, I think, because the shower head's really heavy. That chair is disgusting. I just noticed how disgusting it is. Sorry. There used to be a black pad on here. Oh my God, now I'm thinking about this. I probably got this around the time I got married the first time, which is, God, almost 40 years ago. So yeah, this thing has been through hell, but he's still there for me. So anyway, that is heavy. So I'm going to give this a little time to set there in the wall. I do have another shower, so it's not such a big deal, but you know, you want your routine back, you know, you want stuff back. But yeah, this was one of my chores this weekend, was to take care of this. The other chore I had was, I don't know, I don't think I told y'all, I had a flood in my living room again. So anyway, I'll catch you up on this in a minute. Well, whenever I get it up on the wall satisfactorily. But so if you've been with me any length of time, you've known that I've had flooding coming from my front door. That's why I brought that Temu, that's on my chore list this weekend too, hopefully. This is Labor Day weekend, so I got 3 days. Well, today's Sunday, and it's already 3 o'clock. So I have a day and a half left, but I want to put that down there to kind of help prevent that or any bugs coming through, because there's a little bit of a gap down there. And then there's a gap where I have all those, I don't know if you can see it much, those towels down there. That's because I discovered a gap down there between the wall and the floor, like that little piece of wall and the floor. So little creatures were coming in there. So I got to caulk that, and that was one thing I was going to look at Lowe's. I don't believe I have any caulk, but I'm going to look. I might have some. Caulk that, put that strip there. That's a chore. Anyway, that's where all the water was coming from, right? So this rug has been just through it all, but unfortunately, I didn't want to claim insurance because it kept happening. And then I just don't have the money to do anything with the carpet right now. So of course, Friday morning I wake up, come around this corner from my bedroom, come around here, splash into water. I was like, what the heck happened? Did it come through the sliding glass door? No, that would have to be a lot of rain, so it couldn't have been that. Trying to figure it out, and I was just like, you know what? I can't deal with this. I've had it. I'm just leaving, and I'll deal with it when I get home. Friday was a day I got out at 3:30, so I get home about 4:15, 4:30. I got home and I noticed, wait a minute, there's a truck there over at that neighbor's house. And I see a water heater sitting out there. So, you know, the light bulb moment happened. And I went, you know what? I bet their water heater blew. So I went over to talk to the guys out there fixing it. And they were like, yeah, this guy's water heater busted and it's flooded everything. And they've got like fans on the flooring and everything. So I believe what happened was, I'm not sure where their water heater is, but I think it might be around that area on the other side of the wall, because I could hear noises from that area. And I do have, you know, I mean, plumbing might work out there. I don't know. Anyway, so it came through a little streak from that wall, down here, wet everything, wet Bella's old. You see, I can't give up on having a dog. I still have Bella's stuff here. But it flooded her little mats and all over here and this carpet. And then it went down my dining room. There's my carpet cleaner. Then it stopped right here. And then there was dry floor. And then there was a ton of water here coming from under there. So it came in from their wall underneath. Luckily, it doesn't look like it destroyed the wall at all, at least that I can see. Cleaned up all the water. But unfortunately, towards the end, when my Bella was sick, she had some accidents, and right here. And there was always just, you know, some dog urine. So I use this stuff, which I love. This, I get it online through their company, and it works amazingly. It can clean up dried, all those things. Old, like maybe something happened and you didn't know it was under something, whatever. Anyway, it's great stuff. But what must have happened was it cleaned it up great. Smells all went away. Never had an issue afterwards and all this time. But having it be soaked, it must still have been in the padding. And my house was just, oh my God, was it stinking. And I'm just like, seriously, I got all these things going on, seriously. So I had to keep looking for the positive stuff. You know, you got promoted and life's good and you can handle this and everything's great. Anyway, so I don't know if you could tell. So I've been using, first I sucked all the water out, then I was using the carpet cleaner. I did some kind of carpet cleaning stuff. Then next, I was spraying that stuff on it for quite a while. And then I did the carpet cleaning. And then today I did another carpet cleaning. And then I did this on it. So right now it's smelling all right, but I'm going to keep working on that. So yeah, that was my other fun chore this weekend. And then my coworker's trying to help me out because she knows I'm in such a financial bind right now. It's just freaking me out. And I had thought maybe I could pay my car payment off, and then very same day got a notice from the bank that holds my car loan going, you're halfway through. And I'm like, I'm only halfway through my car loan? Oh my God. So I owe a lot more money than I, in my stupid brain, was thinking. So yeah. And then with that $11,000 HOA thing hanging over my head until they get something resolved on that. We've got committees going on it now and a bunch of angry homeowners. And so maybe something else will be done, but I can't do anything big money-wise, you know, with that over my head. So anyway, she said she'd been in a terrible mess just like me at some point in her life, like probably a lot of us have been at some point or other. If you haven't, knock on wood. Say your blessings, take pride in anything you did to avoid that, but sometimes things just happen, like being laid off at 3 jobs in 3 years was just financially devastating. So she's like, I give you homework over the weekend and come up with your budget. You don't have to show it to me or anything, but just do it and try and figure out, you know, what's maybe the smallest loan, and then how could you go about paying off the smallest loan first and then taking the money you were paying on, not loan, but like credit cards. I don't have loans, just my car and my house, but credit cards, yeah. So find that, or find which one has the highest interest rate and try paying that one off first, but put it down on paper so you can just see where you are. And I've always been afraid to do that because I'm like, I don't want to be depressed to see how bad I am, but you can't fix something if you don't know what the exact problem is. And if you don't take the steps to try and fix it. So I still have that to do. Yes, I have procrastinated. It's Saturday evening-ish, 3 o'clock Saturday. I mean Sunday, 3 o'clock Sunday. Yesterday was Saturday. I did nothing. Yeah, so I still have that to do. Tomorrow's Labor Day, so I still have one more day. So I need to get that kind of figured out. And I'm bringing that in. And then she was like, you got to figure out the next thing. She's going back to Houston, unfortunately. My coworker, who I adore, who's taught me so much, who helped me get my promotion, who's just been their amazing friend. But she's his Houstonian from birth, and she came up here to fix the office, and she's like, I want to go home. So I should be going home towards the end of the year. I hope as long into this year as possible, but because I want to learn every tidbit I can from her. But yeah, so that's another bummer thing. Like, good news, you're promoted. Bad news, she's leaving. So yeah, that's my friend at work. So it's kind of a bummer. But anyway, she said the other task I give you is do some kind of a 5-year plan. And that's always been really hard for me. And especially now that I'm the age I am. But I can't really do that this weekend because what I plan to do is go to work and we have job descriptions. So see what my new job description is, because we really didn't go over that. He just kind of made the announcement that, you'll be, reporting to me, and here's your new title, and congratulations, you've done an amazing job, blah, 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 all that stuff. And then we'll talk later. So I don't know exactly what responsibilities are changed. I'll still have all my office manager type responsibilities, but they didn't take up much time at all. And thus this promotion is great. But yeah, I'll have to figure that all out. But anyway, we have job descriptions. So I want to see what that job description is, and then see what property manager job description is, and see if that's something I would want to do, or do I just stop at assistant and just do the best dang assistant property manager job I can. So we'll see, because I'm not going to take on, I've done the super stressed and working over 40 hours thing, and I just don't want to do that anymore. But then I have to weigh the financial parts of it too, because I don't know if this came with any kind of a raise or not, or if I'm just stuck where I am. But they normally don't give mid-year, because this is mid-year for them. They do February and August, I guess, reviews, and February is the time that you can earn bonuses and raises and stuff and promotions. So this was an odd mid-year promotion they don't normally do. So yes, I'm excited and grateful, but we didn't discuss anything else. So I don't know. That would help immensely. But yeah, so that's where I am. So now I'm going to try and finish that shower. A little nervous about doing this part, but I've been nervous about the whole thing, and I did it. So yay me. I can do it. You can do it. This old broad can do it. Anybody can do it. But anyway, let me get on with that, and hopefully I can show you the pipe in the wall, and then later when I've let it sit long enough, I can show you my shower back to a shower. Fingers crossed. Okay, guys. Talk to you later. Well, guess what? I have a shower, and it works. Right at that hookup, I have a little bit of water coming out of, but it just flows downward, and I'm not going to worry about it at this moment. I'll wait till somebody strong comes over and can tighten that for me. I can't. But yeah, it works. It works, y'all. I have a shower. I am so impressed with myself. Pat on the back. Woohoo! I did it. Just let me give you a lesson of... where did I go? I thought I went to Home Depot. I went to Lowe's. So that pipe, the old one had the little aerator thing on the end that attaches this piece to that pipe. And I could not, for the life of me, get it off the old pipe. So I'm thinking I got to buy a new one. So I took both pieces into Lowe's again with me. I found the same guy, Donald, that helped me. And him and another guy that worked there got their pipe wrenches out, which I need a pipe wrench because that's easier to work with than a regular wrench. But anyway, hoping not to do a lot of plumbing work, so maybe I don't need it. But anyway, they just took the pipe wrench and got the aerator off for me. I made sure it fit on the new pipe, and off we went. So yes, I didn't have to pay anything else for that. They just did it for me, which was really super nice. So if you've got an issue with something around your house that's like a Lowe's or a Home Depot type of thing, go into your store, bring all the pieces you have, or bring a lot of pictures and question them, and go on in there, and they're very helpful. So yeah, there we go. Fait accompli. I'm so happy. Okay, guys, that's it. I got a shower. Bye.